well. And Damien, if we were hoping for a sort of a rousing swan song to the Stephen Kenny era, I think it's probably fair to say we didn't get it, and maybe the only positive is that it was only one. Is that right?
Yep, I'd say that sums it up, Tom. Pretty limp performance. The players disjointed. It started well the first 10 minutes. The press looked good, and I thought, right, this could be similar to the first half of the game at the Aviva. But the Dutch, once they got hold of the football, our back three dropped off too deep. There was an ocean of space in the middle of the park, either side of Josh Cullen, because what we were doing was sending Jason Knight and Alan Brown in on a full press. But the back three and Cullen were deep. So there was these oceans of space, and they just kept finding it every time, picking us off. And then the heart and soul drifted out of the team. The circumstances, knowing that the manager is going to be gone, players couldn't muster. It was as poor a performance I've seen in a long, long time. And I know we've had some bad ones, at the end of maybe Mick and Martin's reign and stuff like that. But there was no fight. That was the thing that I'll take away from this game. We just went out with a whimper.
Not often you say that about an Irish team, Darren. Is that the circumstances surrounding the team that cause a situation like that, where it's flat, as Damien says?
To end on a flat note, kind of, didn't look like much fight, much kind of passion out there. It's never good, when you probably have to say, the goalkeeper, Gav, was the best player. Yeah. Could have been a lot more if it wasn't for Gavin, and I think you said that on quite a few occasions. Not much kind of, nothing positive really to take from the game. Bright start, but that was probably about it. It just looked like, after the longer the game went on, kind of the Dutch had hold of the game, and the more they kept the ball and passed it about and made the Irish boys run, kind of just the fight was gone. Did
you think they were kind of toying with Ireland?
Like they were passing it about right, but it was where they were passing it and the ease with which they were passing it, right in the edge of our box. It was like a session where you'd asked the defence, look, this is passive, it's team shape,
passive, and
no contact.
Stay in your shape.
And it was right in the edge of our D, and they just kept bouncing these little passes, getting it out wide. Then Dumfries got in several times. It was only with the grace of God and the goalkeeper that it didn't rack up more of a score. But to give a team of the Dutch, I mean, Weghorst, I've been a critic of his. But oh my God, he looked unbelievable tonight. He had his way with Nathan Collins, backing in, pinning him, setting balls, setting them on their way. We were just so disjointed, lacklustre. And I mentioned at half-time, that's part of the reason why we said he should probably go after the last round of games, because he's a lame duck, he's just waiting to see out his tenure. Nobody wants that, you know what I mean? If his time is done. We said we should get a temporary manager in charge to lift the spirits, put up a fight tonight, get a performance, maybe get a win against New Zealand. Then we've got time to pick our new manager. Nobody wanted to see that.
Do you think that, that far from being sort of, the talk about maybe Stephen Kenny's left at a good place, that nights like that, I mean, it felt quite demoralising. You wonder what damage it might do to the team?
Look,
nice like tonight, you think, whoever's next, where do they pick up?
Yeah.
Where do they start from? There's nothing kind of for somebody to take over, is there? Apart from probably a young squad.
That's been the one positive that people have said, that Stephen has rejuvenated the squad, brought in a lot of players, and has left it in a good place. But at the end of any manager's tenure, like the end of Mick's was poor, the Denmark game at the Aviva. The end of Martin's, the air had gone out of the balloon, and that was a phrase I used a number of weeks ago. The air had gone out of the balloon, and now it's up to the new manager to come in, pick the bones out of what's left. What players have we got? What style do we want to play?
But ultimately, what we saw tonight, and look, we've got 90 minutes against New Zealand to look forward to on Tuesday. Ultimately, you put that at the floor of his employers for not, grasping the nettle and putting him out of his misery.
I think so. It was done after the Greek game. It was over, and I understand the FAI said, "Look, we'll just see it out," and tonight was meaningless. So in the grand scheme of things, next week we'll have forgotten about tonight, But nobody needs to be put through that. The players didn't look like they were fully focused on the task. Can't have been easy for the manager being wheeled out in front of the press. First question he's going to be asked is this the end of your reign? I'm not here. And then he needs to put all the positive spin that we've listened to for 3 years. We're going to go there. I mean, we showed this interview pre-match. He said, I want Josh Cullen to get on the ball to establish some level of control in the game. I mean, nothing transpired. There was nothing good tonight apart from the first 10 minutes.